All right, Sam, you got to intro the show.
All right, all right.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Whatever.
Is it that bad?
It is.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
God damn.
All right, y'all. Welcome to Everybody Gets One. I'm Sam. We got CC, we got Rio, and we got Pod Nigga right here.
That was beautiful.
Today, we're talking about basically like cartoons that we watch like growing up. These cartoons pretty much shaped our nerdy appeal to everything that we look at right now.
And talk about. Yes.
And talk about basically, yeah. So I mean, as far as like stuff that you guys grew up watching, what would you say was like your top cartoons growing up? Like and the thing is, like, compared to today's cartoons, like our cartoons are much different. I would say they had more soul and more everything.
I don't want to sound like that old, person who's like, back in my day.
I mean, but it's true though. So like, what are some of the well, I guess, what is your list of cartoons that you guys grew up watching?
And why? And why? Don't forget why.
Why?
All right, let me start. I'll start this one because, like I said, my list is super basic. Mine is like the most general list you could probably think of. All right, in no particular order. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Why?
I'll come back. I'll come back to the whys.
Okay.
Hit each one. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Mm-hmm.
Transformers, the original. Kind of G.I. Joe, right? Thundercats, Voltron, and that's really I'm dating myself, but those are all pretty much like 80s. Like that was like my 80s list.
And then after that, you went to boarding school, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot the military. We almost forgot about that.
Jesus Christ!
I swear.
Hoorah! Go ahead, Rio. Hoorah!
Wow.
But yeah, then once it got to the 90s, and it was like Fox Kids shows, which of course the original Spider-Man, X-Men, all the, like what was it?
So basically, the Saturday morning lineup.
Yeah, the Saturday morning lineup. You know what I mean? Like Power Rangers, but that's not really a cartoon.
Yeah.
That doesn't really fall.
But that's still a show though. So I get it.
Okay, we'll give leeways for like stuff like Power Rangers and all the Super Sentai shows. We'll give them some leeway.
Yeah. So with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that was out of all the ones that I named, I probably, if I had to put one at number one, I would say that was the one that really like influenced my childhood the most. It showed like teamwork. It was the premise of it was just completely ridiculous, but as a child, you just accept that.
Hold on, you mean like teamwork, like being in the military?
Wow.
Yes, exactly like that.
Oh, okay. Right. Just wondering what influenced you. Just wondering.
Yes, and fighting the foot.
Oh, so, yeah.
Wow.
But Master Splinter, a rat being a sensei or a master to 4 turtles that are now ninjas that are also teenagers. The premise is complete. Like if you think about it, it's super silly.
Yeah, they were on drugs.
But,
whoever created it was on drugs.
Yeah, right.
Clearly.
But it was I don't know. The show was just the thing that was cool was each one of them had a different personality, like distinctly different personalities.
Yeah.
Raphael was the attitude. Leonardo was basically he was the leader. Yes, he was the leader. He was kind of like the core of the group. Donatello was the science engineer. And then Michelangelo, who was most people's favorite, he was like the wild card. He was the party dude. He was
the weed smoker.
He was the one that everybody wanted to like hang out with.
Pretty much.
Like shit.
Yeah, like he's the one that you would want to be like your brother and like go out and pretend to be a ninja and fight stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, out of all the turtles, I think Raphael he's had the most character development, because throughout the years you see that he's pretty much like, I would say he's more of a prodigal son because he has the attitude, but then also like he's the one that always wants to like be on his own, and then whenever he's in trouble, like he'll come back, and then he can always count on his brothers and stuff like that. But his character development is just it's way more different than all the other ones, I would say.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion. I'm going to say this right now. Even though I kind of like Raphael, I kind of didn't. He was a dick. Like even though like it helped move the story forward a little bit,
right?
He fucked up more than he literally helped. He could have gotten them killed several times. And it was his fault. He was an idiot. He wasn't like Wolverine where I'm like, okay, I can add some value to this shit. Like, nigga, you a fuck up.
It ain't even so
you
much.
A fuck up. I kick his ass out the Turtles. You a fuck up.
It was just like he was more so like compulsive and like had something to prove in the beginning. In the beginning, he kind of felt like he had something to prove, like Rio was saying. Like he wasn't really about the teamwork thing. He was he was, but then he wasn't. You know, when he was tested, he was. But then, like, he kind of felt like he had something to prove on the regular.
Yeah. I think Raphael, like Sam was saying, his character development was he knew that he was stronger and better than everybody else on the team, but he let that go to his head too much.
He wasn't stronger.
I wouldn't say that.
That's
you wouldn't say that he was debatable. The strongest?
No.
Nah. I mean, out of all of them, I would say that I don't know. Like my favorite is basically Donatello, but out of all of them, I would say that Leo is probably the strongest out of all of them.
He is the strongest. They fought before. Him and Raphael fought before,
and he always lost.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Goku and Vegeta. It's like Goku and Vegeta.
No, Raphael always lost. And then the thing is, even when it comes to like non-martial artists, like Casey Jones, he lost to Casey Jones.
Yeah, I'm like,
this live action.
If you're losing it,
right,
and you're a mutant, super buff turtle, you some shit.
He was cocky. And that's what Master Splinter and Leonardo always tell him, that you gotta cool your head, be calm, and think about things before you even.
And he never does it, which is retarded. That he can never learn this lesson after all these years. It's like literally, it's been from the 80s to now, and you can't learn to like try. Like try, nigga. Like try to calm down.
With the Michael Bay movie, like he fucked up, right? But then he realized that it's up to me to save my brothers. He was the one that actually had to save the other three.
Yeah, they tried to make him better. Man, they tried.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the TM? It was animated CGI TMNT.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
That one's good. That one's good, Alex. Watch it.
That one was
came on
Fox. That one came on Fox. That one came on Fox. TMNT. Yeah, and then it went to I think Nickelodeon after that. And then after Nickelodeon became what's it called? Disney XD or something like that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about it was like a movie. It was an animated movie, and it was
they made an animated movie. Oh yeah. I remember. I didn't watch it.
And Leo and Raph fight in that movie, and it's good. It's a good fight. And,
I feel like they're always fighting.
Yeah, what I can't remember what happened. What the reason that they were fighting in that movie was. I think Raphael left
because Raph was a dick.
But anyway,
that's why they were fighting.
Moving on to one of the other cartoons, Transformers. I like Transformers because as a kid, Transformers is pretty much everything that you like as a kid. Cars and robots. They just combine two things that kids like.
The original. He said the original.
The original?
Yeah, original generation. I forget how they're labeled, but when Optimus Prime was a damn what is that, tractor trailer. Megatron was a gun. Starscream was a jet, a fighter jet.
And that was a boombox or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
When Starscream was a fighter jet.
Yeah, that's the Generation 1, I guess, is what that one's called. But yeah, it combined two things that, like, I guess boys that you love as like a kid. You love playing with toy cars and you love playing with robots. They took those two things, mashed them together, and made a show. G.I. Joe, which was basically, military. But it was
Oh, something.
You pitching it
Oh,
right?
hold on. You said what?
Yeah.
You liked what?
It was that was essentially G.I. Joe was our introduction to terrorism.
Oh boy.
I didn't take it that deep. God damn. God
it really
damn.
was. It was on the most like basic level. It was showing you terrorism.
I never noticed
that. And fighting terrorism.
I never paid attention to it. I never really paid attention to that.
I would say, but hold on.
They did. No, they were terrorists.
Yeah, I get that. But then if you really think about it, when it comes to like shows that has like the good guys and the bad guys, if you're saying that, then basically all the bad guys from all the shows, they're terrorists.
On a very basic level. Well,
yeah, right, true, yeah.
Because the Foot, they're terrorists too. They're organized crime.
They're a gang.
They're organized crime.
That's not a terrorist. Organized crime isn't terrorism.
Yeah, but they're also trying to take over the world too.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to take over New York City. New York City is not the world. New York, nobody give a fuck about New. Well, yes, they do now. But New York City is not the world. They trying to take over Brooklyn. They ain't trying to take over.
Weren't they trying to open up like a portal to like another dimension or something?
Wasn't that was Krang? What's that guy's name? That little
Dimension Z
guy? Krang or whatever.
Krang.
Yeah.
He was trying to do that, not necessarily the Foot. He was Shredder was kind of forced into that because if you watch back, it's not Shredder wanting to open up a portal to another dimension. That nigga wanted New York City. That's what he wanted.
But when Shredder and him were working together, let's just say that
he had no choice. It's an alien
merged together.
It's an alien. If an alien put a gun in your head and tell you, nah, nigga, we got bigger fish to fry. Fuck New York. You gonna say okay?
Well, that's what happens when you about that gangbang life.
You ain't got no choice. Yeah, you ain't got no choice sometimes. Sometimes you gotta just bow down and do what you're supposed to do.
Okay. Well,
take that dick in the ass, man.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yo, speaking of which, you gotta talk about Justice League Dark because there was a scene in that movie, but I digress.
Oh, I haven't watched it. I'm gonna watch it tonight. I'm watching it tonight.
That so bad.
All right, I'm not gonna say nothing.
Yeah, no. Actually, you know what? Tell after we're done recording.
Next.
I need to know. I need to know.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Rio.
So I don't know. That was the main three. Those were the
those are the main three that shaped your.
Yeah, those were right. Exactly. That to say, I'm gonna hand it off to. Let me hand it off to CC.
Okay. Wow. This is a Sam moment for me because my list is kind of long, so I'm gonna run down the list very quickly. And then I'll go through the why, because there's a lot of overlap in the characters, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
But of course, my top 3 anime, which really influenced me a lot as a preteen / teenager, was Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball, and Gundam. And then I like I didn't realize that I like Ninja Turtles as much as I did, but apparently my mom tells me I really liked Ninja Turtles as a kid, so I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I remember watching it. I don't remember being.
Yeah, you don't remember being enthusiastic about it.
Yeah, I don't remember being super into it, but I guess I was if I remember watching it as a little kid. So, but yeah, she's like, you're really into that. And then X-Men was absolutely my jam, and that was really, in hindsight, the only Marvel cartoon that I could think of that was really out there like that. And, at least back in those days.
It was the only one that was really good. There's Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, The Incredible Hulk, and the Iron Man ones were kind of trash.
Yeah, they were. And of course, Storm was super, she was the only Black woman superhero who was anywhere visible, you know.
Yeah.
One of the only women too, because that's why I like Justice League or really Super Friends. I remember Super Friends back in the day.
Oh yeah, Super Friends was hilarious.
Because that was the only time I really got to see Wonder Woman was when I watched Super Friends or Justice League. So and then of course by proximity, I watch Batman. I watch Batman all the time. The '90s animated series, by far one of the best ones in my opinion. And then Superman, of course, with I liked Lois Lane's character in that version. Because she was way less damsel in distressy. She was kind of yeah.
Oh yeah, she was kind of a badass.
Yeah.
She was a badass.
Yeah.
I fucked with that show. And then he was just, I don't know. Looking back in hindsight, he was kind of aloof and just, I don't know. God bless Superman. He's very altruistic. And then what else? Oh, Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Do y'all remember
Oh
that?
shit! I forgot about Space Ghost.
I forgot about that too.
Oh.
I never thought of that show as like a cartoon. I thought of that show as like Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, that's really what it was.
But as a child.
Right. It was definitely blended because they had real guests on the show. It was like,
yeah.
But it was like
tight, yo. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was like the first time I
weird
ever,
time
like,
getting to watch cable because I was poor. So
yeah.
Oh my
so it's like, your mom and stuff would watch all these talk shows and stuff. But this is like the first talk show. I was like, all right, I could get into this talk show.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Transformers. I actually got into Beast Wars more so first, like Transformers on my radar, but I was much more into animals than I was into cars. And then they had a dinosaur too, and I love dinosaurs. So I'm like, all right, they got a T-Rex, like I'm in. And then, I got into Transformers because I realized that Beast Wars had its origins in Transformers. So, and Reboot. Do you remember Reboot?
Yes.
Yeah,
I barely remember it. Sam had to remind me when I took a picture of this girl who was in this Reboot cosplay.
I was telling you that was
like Reboot. You remember
like,
Reboot?
Who the hell is that?
I'm sitting there like, what the fuck you talking Reboot? And then it took me like 10 minutes. And then I saw a picture and I was like, oh shit, like I've seen this like a billion times.
It was one of those shows. It was one of those shows that really like matured as the series progressed. Like it was kind of like I felt like I grew up with the show because a little boy grew up and then he met the girl. Yeah, then he met the girl and then they fell in love. And that was like kind of a nice love story too. So I really, like that show. And what else? Oh, Johnny Bravo and then Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh, I watched that from time to time. I saw Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, Courage. Johnny Bravo, I feel like I might have to like reflect on why I like that show so much because he was really problematic. Maybe that's why, because it like reminded me so much of what I dealt with, like cat calls and shit. But and it's like a way to laugh at it. And then Courage is kind of like cool because I would be like shook at some of the episodes, but then to like watch him face his fears, even though he was like scared shitless the whole time, was kind of cool. And it was funny, Eustace. Sam, you remind me of Eustace. What's your offer?
That's funny, Cece, because while you were watching like Johnny Bravo and Courage the Cowardly Dog, this just shows our like age difference here. I was watching like Ren and Stimpy.
Nickelodeon. I remember Ren and Stimpy, but and I had friends that watched it, but Ren and Stimpy wasn't really my jam. It was too gross for me. It was
exactly.
Wait, Rio, why are you watching Ren and Stimpy? I thought Lights Out was at 9:00.
What? Who, me?
No, oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Lights Out. I thought you were talking about Are You Afraid of the Dark? since we're on the Nickelodeon.
Right. And this one's not a cartoon, but I like dinosaurs too. The show.
Oh, everybody
on Disney.
Anything with dinosaurs in it.
Not the mama.
Yeah. So like when I was a little kid, I liked Land Before Time, and then when I was a little older, I liked dinosaurs.
Yep. Littlefoot.
Sarah was my girl.
Little nigga.
Sarah was.
Yeah, actually, dinosaurs just kind of reminded me of like. It kind of reminded me of Family Matters, but then
dinosaurs.
Yes,
it did. That like was literally Family Matters
in dinosaur form, though.
Dinosaurs.
Gotta love me.
You know what? The thing is, I opened them as a black family too.
Yeah,
you have to. I mean, come on.
For some reason, they were a black family to me. Like as soon as he said family, I was about to say, I'm like, yo, literally, he was Carl.
He was Carl Winslow. He was Carl.
Bruh. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's a pretty funny revelation there.
Yeah.
All right, the dinosaurs are black. We said it first.
That's it.
All right, Alex.
All right, let me open up my phone. All right, so I have a Sam list as well. So with I'm gonna just read down the whole list and then I'm gonna try to go for 3 that meant the most to me. I'm gonna try to go. All right, and some of them aren't, cartoons.
Okay.
We got the X-Men, obviously, on my list. Spider-Man. All right.
The 90s.
That's for you, Rio. What else we got on here? We have the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Ah.
We have the VR Troopers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. We have the Big Bad Beetleborgs. All right. The Incredible Hulk. I know a lot of people didn't like the Hulk like that. That was like a iffy one to me because, you know, obviously Iron Man was trash. What else was trash? Fantastic Four was trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say the Incredible Hulk was the best of the trash. And it was passable enough to watch.
I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll give you that.
It was passable enough to watch. All right. Samurai Pizza Cats.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Samurai Jack. I forgot.
Wow.
No, Samurai Pizza Cats.
I know, but
Animaniacs.
he just reminded me of Samurai Jack too.
Oh, yep. I forgot about that. Well, I can only watch it at my friend's house.
Yeah.
Because I was poor. But where was I? Yeah. Oh,
funny.
Animaniacs.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Classic.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Mm-hmm.
Sailor Moon.
Of course.
Where did you watch
this one came on WETA, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
It used to come on UPN 20 and then all those.
Oh no, I'm about to talk about this one that came on WETA.
Did you watch Freakazoid?
Dragon Tales.
Dragon Tales? Yeah.
Dragon Tales.
God, you're making my head hurt.
Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry, good reference.
Uh-huh.
My older cousin got me into Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Who else do I have? Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Batman
Superman
series. Yep.
Batman animated series. Superman animated series. Gargoyles.
Yes, Gargoyles.
The Magic School Bus.
Yep.
And Beast Wars. You already know because I was geeking out when we was watching Beast Wars.
Right.
Yeah, I know that's your top three. That's definitely
my top three. Obviously, Beast Wars because that shit was the shit, and anybody says it wasn't the shit is crazy. All right, it literally played off the original. See, this is what me and I guess me and Real blend here a little bit on this one because he liked the original Transformers, and all Beast Wars did was like, in a good way, they like kind of perversed it a little bit because it's like, all right, they were the descendants of the original Transformers, and their job was to go to Earth to either like help them or do some shit with them or whatever, and they kind of fucked up and ended in a time portal that technically sent them back in time before the original Transformers, but also ahead of time. It was like weird because the original disc that we sent off into space was on Earth and also with them at the same time. So they like kind of fucked up the time stream and all this bullshit. It was just tight. All right. That's what got me into, time, space travel shit and all that type of shit was because of Beast Wars. And, they're robots. I'm a nerd, so whatever. The X-Men. Because it made me like, come on, man. We already know what the X-Men was. It was a play on, discrimination and all that shit. And it was kind of cool because it made me think about having superpowers as possibly being a curse. Because everybody's talking about how great it would be to have superpowers. That was my first time seeing, this could actually be a fuck up to have superpowers. Like the government could say, all right, well, we need to register your ass and we need to know what powers you have. And people could use you, abuse you, or kill you. Like you are a target for having powers. You're not this blessed person that everyone loves, like Superman, for having powers.
Right.
No.
Well, Superman, it was like sometimes he was the bad guy, but it was like every now and then.
Yeah. And the only really person
they were always the bad guys.
Yeah. See, with Superman, the only people who really like hated him was Lex Luthor and Batman. Like those were his biggest. Yeah, those were his people who hated on him. But as far as the X-Men, it was like human society who hated them.
Right.
If you were a mutant.
Right.
You were bullshit.
What a concept.
Right.
And I got to go with Dragon Ball Z because Dragon Ball Z technically was my introduction into anime.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just sit down in class all day drawing Trunks pictures for girls because all the girls love Trunks for some reason. And I'm like, oh, draw my boo Trunks. And I'm like, all right, motherfucker. And I'll just be drawing people Trunks all day. So
you probably like that haircut.
Yeah, I think. Oh, well.
He's got that bad.
I've learned. So here's something I've learned from this list. Big Bad Beetleborgs.
God.
Wow.
Oh God, did we lose? Did we just lose Alex?
Alex in the middle of his speech.
Oh, did I freeze?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I saw all y'all freeze. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, we didn't hear you.
Oh shit. I was saying, looking back at Big Bag Beetleborgs, you had to be high as fuck to like really enjoy that, or literally a little tiny kid, because that shit was actually a lot of trash. I did not understand how much trash that was. Like, it was like trash. I'm like, it basically was kind of making fun of Super Sentai shows a little bit, because like there were these kids who wanted to be superheroes, who saw the Big Bad Beetleborgs in a comic book. Then they go to a haunted mansion, release a genie from an organ who gives them a wish to let them be the Big Bad Beetleborgs, and then they fight monsters who are being drawn in another comic book, and they're coming out and fighting them. Like, what type of crack were you smoking?
Don't forget the genie looked like Jay Leno.
Oh yeah, the genie looked like Jay Leno as well.
What the hell?
Had the big chin and the hair, Elvis hair.
I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? I'm like, bruh, I don't know what the fuck was going on. I was just tripping. But yeah.
That's kind of like me when I went back as like a teenager and watched Thundercats.
Oh,
I was like, why are they talking like this?
Yeah, you don't understand. Like, what the fuck is going on, yo? Like, what am I watching?
I feel like it a million times better than that new Thundercats roar shit. I mean, I know it's not for us, but it's like it makes me like, I legit can't watch it. It makes me cringe. The animation, I hate it.
My favorite character is Panthro.
Panthro Chitara was my girl.
Yeah, Panthro was the man.
Yeah.
That's the same thing like Teen Titans, because Teen Titans was tight. That was a tight show, but then they made Teen Titans Go.
I like both. I like both.
Go is trash.
It's two different ones. It's like, do you want to laugh or do you want to,
Yeah, but see, here's the thing what they should have did. Like, I will admit, there are some episodes of Teen Titans Go that were funny. They were really funny and really good. But they should have never stopped completely. They should have never stopped Teen Titans to go all in on Teen Titans Go. Like, that's crazy.
Well, both of them on their own are still better. Well, I can't say that because I haven't really watched the live action. But
I'm never watching the live action one. They can kiss my ass with that. I'm sorry.
Really?
They can kiss my ass. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it to myself. I'm not doing it to myself.
All right. We got to save that for next week. We got to save that for next week.
Oh, yeah. We'll save that for next week. Yeah.
That'll be a good talking point because I actually am going to give it a chance.
All right, niggas.
I suppose maybe I should.
Wow. All right. That's the end of your list?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I guess so. He's frozen.
Right.
All right, then I guess I'll go to my list then.
Uh-oh. Sam, is it a
I'm gonna start with the 80s. I'm gonna start with the 80s.
Oh my
God. Jesus Christ, he got time frames.
Oh, bull.
I'm gonna go.
We're done for.
Nah, it'll be like 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
All right, so starting off, we got the real Ghostbusters. We got Muppet Babies. We got Fraggle Rock. We got Mr. T. We got Denver the Lost Dinosaur. We got Dino Riders. We got Alvin and the Chipmunks. Super Ted. Super Mario Bros. Show.
Yes.
My God.
The Bionic Six. Beetlejuice. Care Bears. Chippendales. Gummy Bears. DuckTales.
Hold on, Gummy Bears.
DuckTales.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Gummy Bears. I remember Care Bears, but not Gummy Bears.
There was a Gummy Bear show?
Gummy. Bouncing.
Oh, wow. He's singing that shit. Oh, there you go.
You don't remember that on Disney?
No, nigga.
No.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse. I forgot about Mighty Mouse.
Garfield and Friends.
Oh, Garfield, yeah.
Garfield.
Underdog.
Oh, yeah. Underdog was good.
Cops. Y'all remember Cops? Yeah, it's based off of the TV show Cops.
No,
I do not know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, but Cops was basically a TV. So they had like a detective, a regular police officer, and they basically like find out who did all these crimes and stuff like that. It was a very.
Oh, you gotta show me. You got.
I'll show you the intro.
All right.
RoboCop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that's right. Yeah, all right, hold on. Let me stop you right there. Do you know how crazy that is that they made a RoboCop cartoon? Have you ever seen the first RoboCop movie? That shit is violent as hell.
Yeah, it was rated R.
And they made a cartoon for kids.
But look though, that's how great our generations were. That's how great our generations were.
Yeah.
They knew that, all right, we're gonna make a great movie. We're not gonna hold back. And then we already know their parents gonna bring their ass to this goddamn movie anyway.
I mean, so listen,
to bring on TV.
They wanted to capitalize on two things: one, being a robot, and then two, being a cop.
Oh, and shooting people. Don't forget shooting people.
And shooting people.
And shooting people. Glorified to the max.
Yeah.
Both of which are very glorified.
Yeah. Shooting people who wear jean jackets. Jean jackets with spikes.
Hitting people with that shoddy through windows.
To comply.
Yeah.
Stop resisting.
All right, back to the list. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
God damn, how old are you?
Voltron, Thundercats, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Robotech, the Centurions. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Nope.
I'm wondering how you know about this stuff.
Galaxy Rangers, Silverhawks, Transformers, and He-Man. That's just the 80s.
Oh my God.
How come you didn't say Lone? How come you didn't say what was it, Lone Star? What was it, or what was the? You remember the one with the? He was like a Native American who was a cowboy or something. What was the name of that joint? You know what I'm talking about.
I feel like that was like a live action TV show. I remember.
No, it was a cartoon. I want to say it was Lone Star or something. I can't remember.
Warrior.
I'll have to look it up. While you're finishing your list, I'll find it.
So, okay, here's the 90s. We got Bobby's World.
Bobby's World's great.
Yep. Yeah, we got Pro Stars, which.
Oh, he froze.
You're talking
was
about
Mike and who else?
You froze.
I froze. Oh,
yeah. You gotta go back.
All right, so I said Pro Stars, which basically had Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky, and I forgot the other one at the time.
Oh yeah, I heard of that.
Yeah. We got Tenko.
Oh yeah, Bo, the football.
Bo Jackson. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So we got Tenko and the Guardians of Magic. We got Tailspin, Doug.
Oh yeah, Tailspin was good.
Yeah. Dexter's Laboratory, Cow and Chicken, Freakazoid, Hey Arnold, Ren and Stimpy, Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck.
Yeah. Reboot.
Let's get dangerous.
What the hell? Rio.
What the? Oh yeah, I disappeared. Hold on.
We got Reboot. We got Sonic Underground, which is basically like him and his
trash. No, why'd you put that on your list?
With Jaleel White.
Yeah. No, but the original Sonic had Jaleel White too. He just basically
the original Sonic was better than fucking Sonic Underground.
Hey, listen, I watched. It was Sonic.
Oh, you nasty.
So Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, X-Men, all the men, Rugrats.
All the men.
You was watching.
Oh yeah, that one with the cop. Was he Native American?
Of course he's Native. Look at him.
He looks
or he's Spanish.
This ain't right, yo.
He could be both.
Spanish or Native American.
He looked like John Redcorn with a bedazzly like.
Oh,
Brave Star.
You remember John Redcorn?
King of we got Rocket Power and Gargoyle.
You didn't watch no goddamn Rocket Power.
Yeah, I did.
You was watching Rocket Power?
Yes, I did.
You were 40 years old back then? Bruh, my older cousin who was trying to tell me about Astro Boy, the original Astro Boy.
God.
I didn't watch all that shit. There's no way. You were watching Rocket Power?
Yeah. Yes.
How old are you?
Listen.
That's what I was saying.
Whatever. SWAT Cats. Y'all remember SWAT Cats?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
You gotta bring it back. Let me bring it back for y'all. Youngins.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes and Beast Wars.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That was a cartoon. That should not have been a cartoon.
That was trash. Though.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah. I tried to watch the first episode today and I just couldn't watch it.
What about the Toxic Crusaders? You remember the Toxic Crusaders?
I see a picture.
Yo, man, I can't believe I'm naming stuff that y'all don't know. Or was it the Toxic Avengers? It might have been the Toxic Avengers.
That sounds a little too close to copyright infringement if it ain't Marvel.
I heard of the Toxic.
Oh, Alex.
What? What I
say? Shut up.
What I say wrong?
Oh, shut up.
I ain't say nigga the whole episode.
Watch, when I show you this, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about.
You just reminded me also of Johnny Quest.
Yeah, Johnny Quest.
And then Venture Brothers, because that was like the spoof.
Yeah, the spoof of it. Yeah, that joke was tight.
Yeah. Damn. I mean, so based on our list, like, how do you compare our list to today's
trash? Oh, just trash. Yeah, it's all trash. You don't have to. We don't even gotta go that far. All that shit is trash.
Yeah, because like now I have to mostly fill the void, at least when it comes to like the superhero show.
Oh, I remember that.
I mostly have to fill the void of my superhero shows through the movies.
Oh yeah.
You know, they don't really have the Batman series. They don't have a X-Men series, and so it's like we have to watch the animated films for that.
True.
Yeah.
True. I mean, like when SpongeBob came on the scene,
I wasn't a fan of SpongeBob. I'm not gonna lie.
Wasn't a fan, but then if you like sit down and like kind of like watch,
I understood the adult undertone.
Yeah, there's a lot of adult undertone.
Yeah.
I understand it now, but back then I'm not watching this fucking Sponge.
Yeah.
Like on my TV.
But even back then, like the banter and some of the dialogue with some of the characters that we like grew up with was like, if you look at it now, it's like, what the hell was they thinking writing all this stuff?
Yeah, but they can't do that now. Like it's so sensitive. If you were to bring, let's see, the X-Men at the same level as it was.
Right.
Batman at the same level as it was, and Spider-Man. Those three, I remember, they went kind of hard. They took it to levels that you would probably get fined for today. Like they're not letting it happen.
But that's why back in the day they used to have the ratings. Remember, it was like why.
They still got it now. It's just that nobody wants to tread on that territory anymore. Even with wrestling today. It's geared towards like 13 and under. It's not geared towards an actual, like, especially the WWE itself. I'm not speaking of other ones, but literally the WWE, that age range of the characters we grew up with,
right?
Can't do that anymore. Remember when they started blurring out Stone Cold Steve Austin flipping people off? And then they automatically told him he can't do it anymore. All he could do is put up his fist. They got rid of that. You know, like anything like remotely aggressive or talking about something deeper, they don't really do it anymore. It's all about the money now. The money is the most important. Then the story comes second.
Yeah. It would probably have to be on like Adult Swim or something.
Yeah, it would have to be on Adult Swim where you can't see it at a good time, pretty much.
Because, that's really the only time I ever really see adult cartoons anymore is on Adult Swim.
Yep.
Yeah.
At least on Cartoon Network. I mean, but Disney and Nickelodeon were never about that.
Oh, yeah, they're not doing that shit. Disney Plus is like...
Yeah, but then when you think about it, like the cartoons that we did watch, they were on Fox. So if they aired them like prime time or later, but that's like, you're going to have a hard time convincing a major network to air cartoons during prime time or late night.
Well, exactly. Did y'all remember the special? Did y'all remember? When
really late.
Did y'all remember when Batman Beyond first came out? It came out as a 2-part special late at night. It came out at 8 p.m. Mm-hmm. I remember when it first aired, and it basically was like a 2-part movie. And then they did another one with like Return of the Joker.
Right.
And it actually came on TV at prime time when our parents wanted to watch TV. Shows were good. Like TV shows were good.
But and it was also a movie. It was just a one-time. It's not like
it was an event.
8:00 every night, right?
Yeah, it was an event, but it was still good enough to become an event. A kid's show.
True.
Was good enough.
Do you remember Batman the Animated Series, Mask of the Phantasm?
Yep, I was just about to mention that next.
Theaters.
Yep.
That's true. I remember that. Yeah.
That went in theaters. So yeah, you're right. Yep.
That's how good our cartoons were, that they deserved theater showings.
Yeah. I mean, they still do it now, but it's like they don't release on the same magnitude. Like Gotham by Gaslight wasn't shown at the same magnitude as.
Nah, definitely not. Nah. Yeah. The only things you see in the theaters now are SpongeBob movies. That's what you see.
Oh God, yeah.
Any kid movies.
Yep.
But yes.
And it's all Sam's fault.
How's it Sam's fault?
He's got to blame it on somebody. He was an easy target.
I mean, so the fall of like Saturday morning cartoons was basically because
money.
Well, yeah, with the arrival of basically like just certain cable networks like Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, Saturday morning cartoons started to fade with ratings, and it costs about like $300,000 to produce an episode for certain TV shows. So some of the networks like NBC decided to basically like they decided to give the morning cartoon slot to like news, and they made a deal with Notre Dame to broadcast their football, so they can charge for advertisement. So they made a lot more money for advertising. Yeah.
So money killed it.
Yeah, basically.
Well,
great
goodbye, cartoon.
Well, money and like other TV shows like Saved by the Bell, because it was cheaper.
Saved by the Bell was not trash though. That was actually a good show.
Yeah.
Zach Morris.
Yeah,
exactly.
He was trash though.
He really was. He was a fucked up human being, yo. Like if y'all watch Zach Morris's trash on YouTube, yo, if you really look back at what they're saying, he fucked up people's lives, yo.
He was like the epitome of like white douchebag 80s.
Yeah, he was a fuckboy. He was a straight up fuckboy. He was trying to fuck girls. He was trying to like get out of projects just to smash girls. Like he would like screw over his friends to get with other people. He would do like a lot of shitty shit, like to make money. He would abuse Screech for money. Like I'm like, this is crazy, man.
I mean, as smart as Screech was, he wasn't really that smart.
He was street smart. He didn't have common sense.
Right. He was known to be like a ditz, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's all Leo's fault.
Yep, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, Saturday morning cartoons. Once Saturday morning cartoons went down to animation, it's trash. I mean, look at the cartoons that these kids are getting now. They suck. Like the way that the animation of them sucks. It looks like it takes them 3 hours to do a complete episode. You know, versus
so give some examples for like cartoons.
Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girls is trash.
They're circles with rectangle arms and legs.
At least Powerpuff Girls had character development.
I'm not saying that the stories are bad. The animation is bad.
I mean, but even like
Dexter's Laboratory.
Right.
But see, all right, so the animation, it's not good.
Yeah, you can't.
It has a certain style to it. Just like Invader Zim.
The real issue is there's lack of balance. You know, like it's like back in the day, you had cartoons whose animation was a little bit simpler versus ones who were like much more robust and elaborate. But now it's like you don't have that balance anymore. It's just all the simple shit.
Yes.
Everything has turned into a simplified version of everything.
Right. Like that's about making money and paying those artists who can draw, you know, that quality.
Exactly.
Like the DC universe has done that. The entire DC universe has a more simpler tone, but it's not bad. Like it's not complete garbage. I remember when Batman the animated series first came out versus when it went through the years, and then they like got rid of the yellow symbol and then it was just all black, and then they simplified his jawline. They simplified
the new Adventures of Batman.
They simplified everything, but it still looks good. Like now, what looks good? Like, let's be real. There's not much on TV where they actually take time to draw anything.
No. And that's exactly why the vast majority of us go back to watching anime. So that way we can see good animation.
Right.
Yeah, like so we can see good art, because American cartoons just are not doing it.
No.
Yep.
And I guess part of the reason why anime has probably gained the popularity that it has is because it's filled that void of the adult cartoons that we used to watch and the mature cartoons that we used to watch with the better animation and the better stories and, you know, all that other stuff.
And the thing is, a lot of these cartoons, they would get away with that simplified structure if they added some spice to it. Like, for example, you got something like Soul Eater, right? Soul Eater has a simplified animation a simplified drawn style, right? But the way they animate it looks so epic that you don't give a fuck that thing looks simplified.
Right.
It just looks amazing. Like, it's just amazing.
Like, I'm so spoiled by it in my because like all the three of us are photographers. CeCe, you're a model. You appreciate anime. You've been appreciating your entire life. So, like, and I used to draw when I was younger. So for me, like, the art and the animation means more than just it's got to look nice. Like, I'm looking at it and appreciating it for the work that was put into it. So, like, something like compare season 1 of One Punch Man to season 2 of One Punch Man. I haven't even gotten through season 2 of One Punch Man yet because the animation is so terrible. And it just makes me mad that the quality from season 1 to season 2 has gone down so far because they changed animation studios. It's like, it's just frustrating. And then you look at, like, the first episode of something like Demon Slayer. I mean, that's freaking.
Oh my God, yeah.
That's art.
Woo!
You know?
Like, literally, I could sit there and turn the volume off and just watch that shit go.
Yes.
That thing is so beautiful.
Attack on Titan. Every season of Attack on Titan has been a visual feast.
Yeah.
You know, the show that I'm watching right now, it's called Dororo. Dororo. The animation.
Oh my gosh.
The animation is decent. It's good. Like, I can appreciate it. And the story.
What are you watching it on?
I can't say that. So
bootlegging ass nigga.
Cody, he's watching Cody.
Bootlegging stuff last episode.
Something like that.
You watching on Terrarium?
Negative. I've got one called Cinema.
All right. See, FBI about to be at your door.
I know. See, look at y'all.
You supposed to be one of these secret.
Y'all got me incriminating myself on camera.
You exactly. You asked him.
I didn't ask him. I thought he was watching it through legal channels. I didn't, and he got quiet. And then Sam interrogated his ass and asked him how else did you watch?
So based on that, since you're saying that you can appreciate the art style, what about Avatar: The Last Airbender? Would you say that's like simplified?
All right.
Since the drawing style is kind of simplified, but the animation of it is something that they haven't done in a long time for like since it came on Nickelodeon or something like that.
Yeah. All right. So y'all are about to mute me. I've never watched Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh no, I'm not gonna mute you. I'm just gonna give it to you as a gift. I haven't
watched it either, so.
Oh no.
Y'all both gotta go.
I know.
Now, and here's the worst part. I've never seen the cartoon, but I've seen the M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Man, fuck you.
And it was crazy. I was talking about it with somebody, and I was like, I don't know why y'all are so bad. I didn't think it was that bad, and I thought they were about to fucking like throw me onto a fire.
Okay. How about this? Sam, go through your illegal Nigerian channels, and I need you to download the first season for him, and let him get addicted from there.
Oh, I've been at that.
How many seasons is it?
It's like what? 4 books? It's 4 books. Book so 1 is air. Well, it's basically the 4 elements. Basically. Yeah, so it's 4 seasons pretty much. I keep calling it because they call a season a book, but it's 4 seasons.
You know they're doing a live action adaptation for Netflix. I was just going to start from there. I was just going to watch that.
No. You have to start with the animation. No. So you can understand why M. Night Shyamalan messed it up.
Trash.
And then also try to appreciate the Netflix version that's coming up.
No, we're not. Whoa. Don't use the word appreciation for the Netflix one yet. Watch your mouth, Sam. Watch your mouth.
Well, okay, we
crossing the line now.
We don't know about casting or anything because
I don't give a fuck about the casting. I give a fuck about the actual story.
Okay, the actual story. But here's the thing: the M. Night Shyamalan version was racist.
It was more than racist.
It was so racist. So basically, like the white people were the waterbenders, the Muslim people were the firebenders because of their spices and everything. Chinese people.
You racist? Nah, you said that.
Jesus.
And then,
He said
basically, like Chinese people were basically the earthbenders.
So who are the airbenders?
White. Oh, but there's only one. A white boy.
Yeah.
What was he? Was he white?
I don't know.
I don't know what he was. Yeah, I don't know.
He was ambiguous.
We'll call him Rio because we don't know what he is either.
That's not how that's.
I mean, he kind of looks like Aang, but
oh my God!
You do though. You're like a taller, stronger
Aang. Stronger Aang.
Adult
You
Aang.
punch Aang in the chest and just knock him out.
Wow.
I just want to be Saitama. Season 1, not season 2.
Okay, all right. I was waiting for you to finish.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. So let me finish Dororo first because I'm enjoying the show.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Like basically, I mean, we'll talk about it later.
You finished it already?
This is Sam we're talking about.
Oh my God, this dude didn't watch everything.
Sam watches 10 animes at the same time and finishes them all at the same time.
Right.
I don't.
And remembers everything that happens in the story.
I don't.
Why are you lying?
Listen, I just caught up with Food Wars right now.
I got it. I still got to catch up with that.
I haven't gotten past 5 episodes. What are you talking about? Catch up.
Oh my God, that's because you got to eat while you're watching it.
Also, another thing I haven't caught up on
is
is My Hero Academia. I'm like on season 1-ish. I don't know where I am. I have no idea.
God. Jesus Christmas.
And I bought the movie, and I have no idea who some of those characters are.
There's 2 movies.
Oh, there's 2? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, fuck up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I just know that the show is tight. I know that much.
Yeah, well, I'm still waiting to see what happens when he gets to be an adult. So.
I still need to finish Goblin Slayer.
You still haven't finished
my God. Even I finished Goblin Slayer. It's not
It was
that
only
long.
13 episodes, I think.
I got distracted with My Hero Academia, and then I stopped watching that because I got distracted with watching Evangelion again.
Oh, Jesus.
Wait, which one?
I got distracted with. I know it was something else. I got distracted with. Oh, Ozark. I started watching Ozark again.
Oh my God! Can you stop?
I get distracted, man. As soon as a new show come out, I'm like, oh shit, or a show that brings back some memories. I got to go back.
All right, so if you guys say like, if they did like a remake of anything that you watched while growing up, which one would you give a pass to?
Well, they've already remade Sailor Moon, and I'm feeling some type of way because I don't think they have it available dubbed, and I know that everybody prefers subs over dubbed, so sue me.
Well, I think they got some of it dubbed. Go on Hulu. I've seen some of the dubbed episodes. I don't think they have all of it, but some of it you could at least watch some of it dubbed.
Yeah, because I know people.
Sailor Moon Crystal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her voice is annoying in the Japanese version.
Yeah, it is. I'm not even gonna fake. I'm on your side with that one. Fuck your subtitles. Fuck you all.
Yeah, I'm here for Dragon Ball Super though, for the most part. It's way better than Dragon Ball GT. It makes up for Dragon Ball GT.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does. No, it does. It does. I'll give you that.
That's why it's so long. They had to make up for Dragon Ball GT. They're like,
yeah. It makes up for it, but it's not. It's still like nothing's better than Dragon Ball Z.
Of course not.
Nothing's better than Z.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like Super better than Z.
Here's what makes Super better. You see that new chapter that's about to come out, right? With the guy who's locked up in prison.
Moro.
Yeah, Moro. Once that comes out, see now that's original. That's something new. Once I see that shit, if they could translate that on screen well, I'm back into Super.
Oh yeah, because basically Vegeta trains with the Yamcha.
No.
Yeah, I already know. Sam,
I
already know about that. We'll talk.
Okay, all right.
It's already out there, man. Come on.
I don't give a fuck. So what do you want to come out? What do you want to come back, Rio?
Gargoyles.
Oh, I'm with you on that one.
I've been waiting forever for them to do. I don't understand what their problem is. They could easily do a live action Gargoyles movie. Easily. And it will be a
movie? I don't know about
live action. Come on now. They did 2 of those trash Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies.
I know that
CGI turtles.
But the thing is with Gargoyles, they have to kind of like crunch down like the family history of that whole
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to crunch that down.
Gargoyles had I think 3 or 4 seasons to do that. Because
yes, but
I think it was Alexander or something like that.
They could do it in a trilogy then. I'm not saying that you got to squeeze a whole lot of information into one movie, but the first movie could be like the first 5 episodes.
See, here's what I would do. Okay. All right, Rio. I'll give you a pass on that. Here's what I would do, though. Even though I know they won't because they want money. So what they should do, if they really want to tell Gargoyle's story in movie form, live action, you would have to start basically like Game of Thrones era. You got to start back in the day where the Gargoyles started and when they had their war and all that shit. And then end the movie on the cliffhanger of them turning to stone and then show the teaser of them perched on top of the buildings in modern time, and then end the movie there. And
that
then
cool.
Everybody is going to go crazy. That's when here's the thing. Don't call the first movie Gargoyles. Use all the characters' names, use everything, and let people sit in that movie and be like, what the fuck? Am I watching what I think I'm watching? Because now people are going to be like, what the fuck is happening right now? And when they see that ending, and then that second movie's name is Gargoyles, just Gargoyles by itself. Or like there's a name they can use for the first one. I'm pretty sure they can come up with something. Like something that has to do with their lore or their background. Call it something like that. Then call the second movie Gargoyles and have that shit happen. Have them break out of stone as one of the first scenes of the second movie. I will shed tears. Will run down my eye. I will sit there crying.
Yeah.
I will sit there like a big baby.
So what was that movie that basically it was like the prequel to Aliens? What was that movie called?
Oh,
Prometheus.
So they could probably do something like that.
Yeah, basically Prometheus.
Yeah.
But good.
Wow.
See, it pisses me off because how many live action Scooby-Doo movies did we get? How many did we get? A Brady Bunch movie? Like we get all these trash ass movies.
Yeah.
But they can't put money. You tell me Hollywood can't put money towards a Gargoyles movie, something that's already proven.
Well, you know what? Hasbro is probably not making that much money anymore because who the fuck buys toys? I have an iPad and an Xbox. I don't need your goddamn Legos. I could play Legos on an Xbox or PlayStation.
A Gargoyles video game.
They had one.
No, don't do that first. You gotta do the movie. And that Gargoyles video game was trash.
Or you know what? Here we go, Alex. They could live action Disney Plus.
Wow.
Yes, I approve.
Live action Disney Plus.
Everything on Disney Plus, live action.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all stupid.
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Stop it.
Nigger.
What a hard ER.
I'd rather
terrible.
And shout Disney Plus.
Didn't they redo was it not Tailspin? Was it DuckTales? Yeah, they redid DuckTales and I think it was Disney XD or whatever. And Don Cheadle was basically the voice of Scrooge McDuck.
Really?
Stop playing. Don Cheadle.
No. Was it Don?
Lying.
I think it was Don Cheadle. Either he was Scrooge McDuck or Donald Duck.
Don Cheadle.
Yeah, Don Cheadle. They redid DuckTales.
I'm not watching that.
And so when they did that, did they make his feathers black?
Shut up. Shut up.
Hotel Rwanda.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh! That was one of my favorite movies, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I've never seen Hotel Rwanda.
You lying?
I'm not lying. I haven't seen. Was it Blood Diamond either?
Blood Diamond.
Hold on. Why don't you watch any movies? Why don't you watch movies dealing with Africa?
I know. Yeah. How come you don't watch movies? That's crazy. Where is my family?
Oh.
Blood Diamond.
Cece just sit there like, I have no parts in this. I don't want. She's like, yo, I don't want no parts of this racism.
Can you not?
She was appalled at Rio. She was like, what the fuck did he just say?
Because this is crazy.
Like a white airbender.
Yeah, some racist people.
No, not for real though, Sam. You need to watch for real.
We're watching these movies.
Like a deep ass movie is Hotel Rwanda was tight as fuck. Blood Diamond was actually good. It was actually good.
I saw The Last King of Scotland. That was the one. That movie fucked me up.
Oh,
who was in that?
Forrest Whitaker.
Little kid.
Forrest Whitaker.
That's right. That
was on Netflix, right?
Yeah, I want to say.
What was the one that came out on Netflix?
Oh, that joint had Idris Elba in it. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, that joint was tight. That was
a Beast of
Mate. What was it? Beast of Maiden or some shit like that?
I can't remember. Yeah. I'm not even gonna try.
I can't remember.
I'm gonna fuck that joint all the way up.
Even though we have technology right in front of us, like all around us.
I know, right?
It surrounds us. Like the Force.
I mean, they've already done it already. Spider-Man. Like they already redid Spider-Man.
They redid Spider-Man too many times.
Yeah, they have. Like, how many different Spider-Man cartoons?
Just stop with Spider-Man.
It's like
there was. I heard there was a good one after the original cartoon. Which one was it?
I know which one you're talking about. Shit. It wasn't Ultimate Spider-Man.
Spider-Man Unlimited?
No, it wasn't that one.
You talking about Spider-Man that came on MTV?
No. You know, a lot of people don't know about that one. That one was CG.
Speaking of MTV, Daria was my jam.
Oh yeah. Daria was alright.
And Daria was that movie was called Beast of No Nation.
There you go, Beast of No Nation. Yep.
I used the Force, aka the internet.
Yes.
Yeah.
My mom
it flows through us.
My mom used to call me Daria when I was a teenager. She said I acted like her.
You were emo?
I was like emo and just like not easily impressed.
I think a lot of us were all emo. We were all emo. If you were listening to Evanescence, you were emo.
Oh yeah, I was definitely all.
Okay, so I think we all fell in the category, except for Rio, because he was in the military at that time.
Right.
Time for our bullshit. Like, I'm out here saving this nation so you can listen to Evanescence and complain about everything.
Yeah, I still can't believe that Mr. T had his own cartoon.
Yeah.
And didn't he have his own cereal too?
Yeah.
Of course.
He had his own everything. Yeah. He was basically the Black Hulk Hogan. He was our Hulk Hogan.
Basically.
Yes. He did everything that Flavor Flav should have done with his brand.
I don't think Flavor Flav could have pulled it off.
He couldn't have pulled off a cereal. Flavor Flav?
Back then they was exploiting rap for everything. He could have definitely had
Flavor Flav. Nobody ain't gonna buy no Flavor Flav flakes. Nobody ain't want that shit.
Flavor Flav.
It tastes better. Look though. Flavor Flav flakes taste better with water. That's what you got. You got some water.
Could you imagine Flavor Flav trying to tell you you better eat your broccoli? Like nobody's listening to him. But if Mr. T says it,
broccoli.
You're like, all right, I better eat my broccoli.
Hey, his show basically just reminded me of Mike Tyson's show.
Oh yeah, Mike Tyson's cartoon.
Yeah, but
Mike Tyson's cartoon is great.
Funny.
I love Mike Tyson.
Oh my god,
that is funny, yo. Mike Tyson.
It's basically a spoof of Scooby Doo. It literally is. They solve mysteries.
Yeah.
And then he has his pet pigeon with him.
Yeah.
And the Asian daughter.
He got a ghost.
Yeah.
I don't know where the ghost comes from. Like the fucking British ass ghost. Like what the fuck is this?
Oh, the British.
He's probably high. You know what it is? He's probably high the whole time.
Well, you know,
he gotta be, because remember he got Mike Tyson Ranch. So maybe he's high at the ranch and he's thinking that he's solving all these mysteries.
So that means that his daughter is high too, because his daughter can talk to the ghost and the bird.
Right.
Okay, they were at the Tyson Ranch, nigga. You sparking up, baby. Let's go.
That is wild too.
I'm out of this. I don't know what.
He's like, my mission won't allow me to discuss drugs.
I don't know what's going on here.
But he probably had that tiger from Hangover though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he did. Or that could be his pet tiger from back in the day that he had to give up.
But you know what? Now that I think about it, the Asian daughter thing kind of makes sense because he had a daughter who passed away. Remember a while ago?
Yeah, she drowned in that pool.
I have a black daughter because, in theory, his real daughter would have probably been about that girl's age, the Asian girl.
True.
You know? I
forgot all about that.
Aha moment. Yeah.
Yeah, that whole thing might be a dive into his psyche because he has the pigeon.
Yeah.
Which he loves his pigeons. And I remember he told a story about how he had got bullied and this guy went up to his pigeon coop and killed his pigeon. And so he beat him up. And that's where he learned that he knew how to box. That's where all that came from. The ghost, I do not know what the fuck that ghost supposed to mean. But that's like the weirdest shit. I'm just like, why is there a ghost? And and you're right, Sam, why can other people see this motherfucking ghost? What does this mean? I think that just means he's high. That's all I can think about.
It's funny though when they're solving these mysteries and they're talking to the client, and Mike Tyson says something like off the wall. Everybody looks at each other like, did he just say that?
Yeah.
Like you see it, like you're watching it, you're like, yo, like what the fuck? And then the character is like, yo, what the fuck?
But the thing is, they don't got the right to say what the fuck because you're a pigeon.
No, the client.
Well, yeah, the client, yeah. Oh shit. I dropped my phone.
Oh my God.
Well, yeah. But based on like all these like cartoons that we watch, like there was a really big trend on like making these cartoons with like animal characters.
Yeah.
Like you got the Care Bears, you got Thundercats, you got Chippendales, Alvin and the Chipmunks,
Samurai Pizza Cats,
Teenage Mutant Turtles,
Street Sharks.
Yeah.
Jam.
Oh, and Candy. I don't know if you guys remember, not Candy. The little chemistry set, creepy crawlers. We can make your own monsters.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, they made a cartoon out of that too.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
Oh my!
But if they make a Street Sharks show before Gargoyles, I'm gonna break every TV.
They already got Sharknado, so I love the Street Sharks.
I better not see no live action Street Sharks.
Why not?
Yo, Flash. He has a shark villain. Forgot his name.
Oh, King Shark or something.
King Shark,
like
yeah.
Oh, the Flash, yeah.
He showed up in a live action movie, in a live action show.
Yeah, he literally looks like a street shark. He literally looks like a street shark.
Watch.
Yeah.
Sleep Dark Apocalypse. I fell asleep watching it last night, but
And Sam, speaking of the Flash too, they also put another one. The CGI, it's 2020. The CGI on these TV shows, they ain't got no excuse. I don't give a fuck about your budget. Yo, did you see Gorilla
Grodd?
Yeah, Gorilla Grodd on the show.
Does he look like an ashy gorilla?
Nah, he ain't ashy. That nigga floating, man. He ain't really in the fucking show, yo. They could not nigga on the ground. Like what they did on what they did to Scorpion in the original. When I was showing y'all how that shit not really attached to his hand. Like it's literally like that. I'm like, this looks horrible. It looks like Beast Wars. That's how bad Gorilla.
Oh my God.
He look like Optimus Primal. I swear.
Does he comes on the screen like this?
Yeah, pretty much. He goes, oh, Beast Wars! Like that literally happens in the goddamn show.
But, all right, so the thing is with these like CW shows, like I would have to say like my favorite one is Arrow.
I know,
but
Boo.
Yeah, but the thing is like with the Flash and everything else, like you would think that they can get the stories and the animation like on par. But
no,
they haven't.
Well, the Arrow doesn't have any animation to do. He's a nigga.
It doesn't. But then, so they got DC's Heroes of Tomorrow, I think, or was it?
Yeah,
I didn't even watch that.
Legends,
Heroes
of Tomorrow. Legends of Tomorrow.
That shit like trash.
Yeah.
I'm not watching that shit.
Like the CW, like they have this kind of sort of style. Like all the superhero TV shows just remind me of Smallville. Like the color grading and
I don't think they remind me of Smallville because
just wait till Stargirl comes out.
Yeah, they're a lot darker than Smallville.
No, like I guess the feeling of it.
I guess, yeah, it has that TV feel. I don't know, but they could do better. It's 2020, man. Like,
am I the only one? Am I the only one who watches Agents of Shield?
Yes,
you are.
Started it wasn't. I wasn't interested, but I just fell off.
I wasn't interested. I'm sorry.
They're like 6 or 7 seasons in.
They're still going?
Yeah.
Why?
Wow.
Because the season with Ghost Rider was fire. That joint was tight, which was like the 4th or 5th season. You need to watch it. I would start. What
were you
from
saying?
there.
I fell asleep while you were talking about that.
I know you were. See? You got Disney Plus. Just watch it on there.
He's not going to listen.
I would want a refund. I would want a refund if I start watching it. Actually, no, hold on. I got a whole year of Disney Plus for free. So, actually, I will watch it.
You're not going to watch it. You're not going to watch it.
I'm not. I'm lying.
Yeah.
I'm lying.
You're way too far behind at this point.
And I don't give a fuck.
They've like gone into the future on the show.
They went to the future.
Yeah, and now they're in the past.
Oh no, fuck out of here. I'm not watching that shit.
So you guys know that Leonardo DiCaprio has I think he has the rights to Robotech.
Robotech?
Yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Really?
Are you sure it's Robotech? I thought it was Akira or something wild.
No. So there are talks about like a Robotech movie, like a live action movie.
Why?
I know, right?
I don't know.
Nobody wants that.
It's to be announced, but before Leonardo started getting older, like he was gonna basically star in it, but he has like the I think the license for it to create it.
And then the director actually read the script and he was like, "Fuck this shit." He put that shit.
He was like, "This isn't the Gargoyle script."
Yeah, somebody open up the Gargoyle script. You know what? Now I'm on Rio's side. Somebody open up the goddamn Gargoyle script. Like that would be amazing if they actually take their time and do it right.
Hollywood don't know how to make money. That's the problem.
Oh no, they do. They do. It's just they just have to like what movie made like a lot of money. They don't know how to like basically make everything right. Like
so make a movie?
I mean like okay, like the story and everything, yeah, but putting it all together and make it like cohesive and complete.
Like I said before, it's time. That's all you need. Take your fucking time. Stop rushing shit.
But that's
Stop trying to be like Marvel.
But that's part of the problem is that Hollywood, you know, especially before Marvel really took off the way that it did, Hollywood always compartmentalized. It's like movies that had a really thick storyline versus their action movies. Like that typically went to the drama genre.
Yeah, all the story, yeah.
Sometimes the horror genre, but mostly like drama. And then like action was just like, all right, how much shit can we make explode in 90
Exactly. And if it happens to take off and be good, then we'll make a sequel. Then we'll.
Right.
It just so happens that, you know, with Iron Man 1, they were like, all right, let's just do whatever the fuck we want. It just happened to be good. Right. So they're like, oh, shit. Well, we got a winner here. Now we have the Marvel Cinematic Universe existing.
But they started releasing movies like every 2 years, right? And then after that was like year after year.
Marvel?
They started rushing,
They're up to 3 movies a year now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's multiple movies a year now, yeah. It's more than one every year.
And that's the thing. If they like you said, more time, but we'll keep bringing this up like Black Panther. If they had more time, it would have been better.
Yeah.
Like I will always go back to this. Like T'Challa's lines in Civil War were better than his own lines in his own fucking movie. Like, how are you cooler in someone else's movie than your own? Why was everyone better than you in your own movie? Like, that's crazy to me. That is crazy.
So you're saying he's basically John Wick?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Nobody's cooler than John Wick.
In terms of like, so listen, the
John
last
Wick
John
didn't
Wick
speak
movie,
much in his own movie.
Exactly, he had like maybe
he doesn't talk
a pair of lines, and then everybody else was basically talking.
Yeah, they filled in the story for him. You do know that, right? If you watch John Wick, his job is to kill. That is it.
Yes.
And he says, "You killed my fucking dog." Like that's what he does. He doesn't he doesn't progress a story forward. The whole point of John Wick is for his villains to push him forward.
That's because Keanu Reeves spent all his time training and memorizing all the movies.
No. He had movies where he had to learn lines.
Yeah, he doesn't learn lines anymore. But look, don't get me wrong. We're not saying John Wick is bad. John Wick is amazing. We're saying that basically some people, like basically if we don't know how to write for you, we're going to try to find a way around it. John Wick is an example of it being good.
Right.
Yeah, with a good supporting cast.
Yeah.
Yes. With Black Panther, it wasn't good because it was the good guys pushing him forward, really. He didn't really have much of a villain to fight. And the one villain he had all the good lines. And then you didn't really see him through you saw him in the movie, but when you were following T'Challa through most of the movie, it was nothing there but to watch his side characters crack good jokes, give better dialogue, and he just like respond to it.
Well, that's in that defense. The first Black Panther movie was a story of growth, because you gotta look at it.
He needs to say something then.
In Civil,
he needs to tell me something.
True, I agree. He should have had more dialogue. But in Civil War, he was the character that he was used to being.
Yeah.
In Black Panther, you're getting him as he's got to become a character that he's not used to being. He's got to become the king.
Yeah. Okay.
But through
him to talk a lot, and he like his dad.
Okay, I'll give you an example of something better where someone had to become the king. The Lion King. Simba had lines, and his lines were good.
Listen.
It doesn't matter. We're talking about someone who had to become from nothing and become something. T'Challa had to become something to nothing inside Black Panther, right?
Simba lost his dad when he was a kid. He had his whole lifetime to grow up.
But we're talking. But he just.
This
but he just brought up.
And then next week had to like.
Okay, so what's the excuse? Okay, so all right, so using your example, what's the excuse for an adult? All right, he's not a kid. He's an adult who still has his parents to not say anything through half of your movie, and everyone around you have better lines, and your villain have better lines, and like you just push along through the movie.
This is the biggest difference right here. I'll answer that question easily. Killmonger helped T'Challa grow as a character. Scar did not help Simba grow as a character.
Okay.
He was literally there as a villain.
Scar did help him grow.
No.
If it wasn't for Scar, none of the movie wouldn't happen. You do know that, right? He would just become king and his dad would grow old and die. But if it wasn't for Scar, nothing would happen.
But Scar killed Simba's dad.
If he didn't kill his dad, the movie wouldn't happen.
Killmonger didn't kill.
Listen, let's just say this. Without death, none of these characters would have had any growth.
Exactly.
Killmonger was acting out of spite.
Thank you, Sam.
Was jealous and wanted the throne that his brother had.
Okay.
Killmonger had a grudge and a chip on his shoulder.
I'm gonna help Sam simplify what we're trying to say here is once the death happens, right?
What the hell?
It pushes the story. You have to respond to what's happening. Simba did more responding throughout his entire movie of what happened to him than T'Challa did. If you watch back at that movie, I want you all to watch T'Challa's lines and watch what's happening with him versus everyone else around him, and you all tell me which one was better. And especially, not even using, let's not even use The Lion King as an example. Use any other Marvel movie as an example.
I was just thinking, look at Iron Man and how many.
Yeah, that was a better movie.
But Iron Man's character development was over the course of the entire Avengers saga.
No. Iron Man 1. Compare Iron Man 1. All right. Remember, he's a selfish, nonsensical person who's just doing whatever the fuck he wants to do.
And he was still very much of that by the end.
And
of the
he talked. But he spoke.
I'm not disagreeing with you that T'Challa's dialogue
was trash.
Was lacking. It was
lacking.
It was lacking.
Say it.
But
say it was trash.
But look at it this way. Like CC, because I'm half with y'all and I'm half with CC. When somebody, first of all, his father died off screen in another movie. So
yes.
you're coming into Black Panther.
Yes.
Mufasa died in The Lion King. All this happened within the same movie, right?
Okay.
All right. So bear with me. Now, T'Challa, he's dealing with the death of his father. The supporting cast are your friends. When somebody dies in your family, your friends are going to support you.
But that didn't happen in the beginning of that movie.
They're going to do more talking than you are going to do.
That's not the only thing, though.
He's got to figure out how to be king. He's got to deal with an unknown enemy that's dealing with things. He's got to keep his friends happy. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't do a good job of that.
Hold on.
He didn't do a good job of that because he didn't speak.
With T'Challa, I would have to say that he was kind of always there with his father, even when he was at the UN. So he's had that journey to learn how to be king. He just didn't want the crown. He just didn't want it.
There's no excuse.
You know what? This is turning into a Black Panther podcast.
Yo, you need to, all right. Yo, okay, all right. No. This is happening.
No, next one. Next
retro review we do is on Black Panther, and y'all gonna explain this bullshit to me. All right, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna watch this shit, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about this shit. Because people was overhyping Black Panther. We got a lot to talk about Black Panther. People overhyped Black Panther to me and told me how great it was, and they saw it 5 times and all this shit.
Yes.
I went in there, and me and my girlfriend sitting there, we're like, 5 times? Y'all kind of tripping right now. Y'all tripping. Because we went out, we left, and we didn't buy another ticket. It didn't happen.
Put it on the schedule, Alex, because I don't know how we even didn't already think about this.
I know. Why don't we do this? Why don't we do a Black Panther podcast? All right, next time we're doing Black Panther podcast.
Yeah, we gonna definitely talk.
We're doing on the 22nd.
All right, you want to make that the next one? Or
22nd.
No, the next one is the comic stuff.
The 22nd, which is the week
all right, 22nd. All right, we're doing Black Panther. All right, we got a pod. We got a pod within a pod. Let's go, baby. We podding now.
All right. Yeah. And on that note, we're gonna end.
Let's end. Let's end so we don't fuck up the Black Panther one. Let's not fuck up the Black Panther.
So we wind up scrapping up in this joint.
Get everybody hyped up.
This joint. That's what I like. That's what I like, baby. Conflict. Let's go.
Everybody gave off your socials.
Nigga.com.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Rio
Griffin _studios on Instagram. Rio _Griffin on Twitter.
CC
the Geek on Instagram and Facebook. CC the Greek Geek on Twitter. Don't forget to follow HBCU Con on all platforms. And last but not least.
All right, let's go. Metro _Tom on Instagram. Metro __ Tom on Twitter. And nigga.nigga@nigga.com on.
I just put you on mute. So you can follow me on SF Design 21 on all platforms.
Yes. Well, hbcucon.org, but don't forget, everybody gets 1 ONE on Facebook. Everybody gets 01 on Twitter, Instagram. Am I missing anything, guys? Follow us on YouTube.
TomNigga.com.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ego Podcast.
And let me not forget to shout out creativecosplays.com. We got a feature in their magazine, and they do what is it? Is it like annual or something? Like, what is
you want to redo that?
They do a magazine for like every season. So they just had one come out recently, and we got a bunch of cosplayers that are featured in it. A bunch of photographers are featured in it. So definitely pick up a copy. creativecosplays.com.
All right. Dope.
Nigga.
All right, so you're gone.
Are we done?
You trying to unmute yourself.
See y'all next time.